So we are back in the stunning town of Vittorito, and I've got a palazzo for you today that is just out of this world, including this beautiful walled garden and an immense amount of accommodation. This place is simply stunning. Just wait while you see this one. Okay, so we're back in Vittorito, in the birthplace of our very own Domenico. We've been here a number of times. Really popular town for people to buy in, a great town. You'll recognise this main piazza from the many videos we've done. The council building there, the bar just here, that's their day of closure today. Another bar down this way that also do like a baker's as well. Restaurant to the top of here and to the left, mini market, decent public transport as well to get you to Popoli and Raiano's really close, 7-8 minutes in the car. You can actually walk there in probably about 45 minutes or so. Domenico's over there, look, sat in the shade. You see him under the tree. He's all happy to be back in his town. I'm not going to do too much walking around the town because the house we've got is huge, so you're going to be in for a treat today because I'm going to be talking non-stop for the next hour. I'll try and do it a little bit quicker. But what a place we've got today. What an absolutely amazing place. Right in the centre, and it's just enormous. And value for money is incredible. What you could do here. If you need a big family home or you're thinking about some sort of business, look no further. Vittorito's going through lots of work at the moment, which is always a great sign, and it is very, very popular with overseas buyers. Do you want to see the palazzo? Look at all of this. It's enormous. It's absolutely enormous. What you get here is outstanding. It does need finishing off, and it needs some love again. We all need a bit of love, don't we, sometimes? What do I mean by that? It's been restored and it's habitable. You can move into it straight away. This road is usually so quiet. We've got one van going past. I'm just waiting for another car to come down now as well. It's been restored, and then after the main restorations, it's just not being lived in. It needs things like the drain pipes bringing down. It's made a little bit of a stain on the wall. Things like that need little things, but they need sorting. But the structure has been done. The roof's been done. It's just in brilliant order. It just needs these small things, and it needs some tiles or stone putting back onto the wall here to protect it. But they're all little things, and this price is amazing. What I want to do is just quickly show you the neighbourhood, because there is lots of work going here, as I mentioned. Look at the stone as well. Look at the cornerstones. I'm going to be getting excited on this house. I'm going to just be going from one thing to another. This is fibre optics here as well. I'm going to show you around this corner in a second, but you're in good company here, because Vittorito is famous for a cantina, a wine cantina, where they say that Montepulciano d'Abruzzo was born here. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. And this is the garden of the cantina, where you can actually do wine tasting, things like that. Let's have a little sneaky little peek. Look how beautiful that is. Stunning. And this wine is absolutely amazing wine. So to be in the neighbourhood is fantastic. And I've got a guy to the left of me that's just using his remote control to do things with this crane. So I'm going to move just in case anything falls off. Okay, so back to the house. I won't get him in the video. Let me move it to the right. So it's all of this palazzo It takes in all the white part. And there's different entrances. You can use this for different units, or it could be made into one big house. I'm just going to have to walk around it, then you're going to have to decide. It also has a huge garden at the back, and it also has an entrance into the property from here, which when we get inside, look how amazing that looks. When we get inside, you'll see why I would potentially use this for a car, to get cars in. And it would need widening. You could get a car in, but maybe a little bit sort of tight coming in here. But definitely open that up. And then here, this used to be a house before. You'll see where it is when we get inside, but you've also got another. Look at all this all being done up, so it's all going to be beautiful around here. And this is the original entrance to the house, and that goes back to 1855. Amazing. I would keep that how it is, but all of this is all yours. And beyond this walled, oh, you've got a walled garden. Always wanted a walled garden. But obviously you'll see all of this later. All that's at the other side of this. Buongiorno. Okay. Lots of work happening, but that's all fantastic because all the houses around you are going to look amazing. Okay. Bumping into loads of people. Let's get back round the front area. So it is split into different sections. So at the moment, in theory, you could have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units in here, or you could potentially put some of it together to create one big property. Are you excited? I'm really excited to show you this one. It's going to be a long one, so get your wine, maybe get a few nibbles as well, maybe a pizza, and let's enjoy this together. Let's do it. Okay, so let's do unit. I'm going to do the ground floor units first. Let's do the first one. This is actually joined already to the next unit upstairs, but could easily be completely separate by putting maybe a door low down and maybe one higher up as well. So if you needed it as a separate unit. So the way it would work in a separate unit, that's going to be the easiest way to show the house, just so you could get it into your heads. So furniture is coming with the property as well. There's just one piece, which I'll show you when we go upstairs, that isn't. So this is a fantastic kitchen. Look how rustic this is. And you will notice these beautiful vaulted ceilings. So they're nice and high, the ceilings as well. What a great kitchen. Now, this is in this direction around 3.5 meters. I would then say by 1, 2, 3, 4, 4.5. Beautiful size kitchen. You could also have enough room, maybe spin the table around, and enough room for a sofa here, and put a TV somewhere on this wall. So this furniture will be staying. I need to double check on that, but I think it will be staying. The kitchen is a little bit basic, but I like it. It's very rustic. It's actually tiled. Cupboards are wood, they're solid enough. This looks like a fridge, it is. Needs a good clean. Double sink. Again, for the money, you've got so much money I'm saying you've got so much money. The price is so good that it leaves loads of scope for you to spend more money on it, and it still be more than worth it. The windows, they're excellent windows, all double glazed, ladies and gentlemen. And these are actually, they feel like UPVC, but look how it looks like wood. If you can see that. Superb. Doesn't look like we have fly screens, but we do have the shutters on the outside as well. All new pipes for the plumbing, and all new electrics. This place is good to go. I'm going to be on one today. I'm really, I'm loving this. This door, brilliant door as well. This looks more like wood on the outside, so it needs a little bit of attention. Beautiful, solid. This is just a little cupboard. Oh, that's it. I reckon this used to be a small door to get to the cantina below. This also has access to the tons of outside space that's here, but I want to show you that afterwards. And also, little sneak peek for you, you've got a separate little property there as well. That's for later. Keep watching this video. So imagine this as its own unit. This would be kitchen, living, dining area. This you can put your in-laws in here. You can put your family that you're not as keen on. Here, this bathroom is completely restored. Again, all double glazed windows. I don't think things are being used here. Still got the stickers on the bidet and the toilet. Again, double glazed. This used to be a door to the outside. I think I would have probably left it as a door, had this frosted glass, because the shutters on the outside are actually full length. They are actually doors. But there you go. It is what it is. And then you've got the shower. This shower is, the tray part is only there, but as a shower, let me get in this one. This is you can get one of me, you can get another one of me here. So this is 2 Daves, 3 Daves, and a bystander. 3 Daves and a Sylvana and half. For those of you watching videos for the first time, apologies. This is how I measure showers. My wife is about a quarter of the size of me, but when you meet us, you'll then understand the true measurements. Anyway, moving on. So you've got a kitchen, living, dining area there, if you, as I keep saying, if you want to keep it all separate. And in here would then be the lounge area. And again, look at this. All of these beautiful arched vaultings. A few little marks. This is just where some of the plaster's been crumbling off. There's a couple of marks where it's been closed up, and they also had a burst pipe at one point. I'll show you that as we're going around, but it's all being repaired. They've also got all of this fancy, these locks, and I don't know what all of this does. They've had all the work done and never used it. Look, even the plastic is still on this door. Beautiful door as well. This is a wooden door. These are really thick doors. Look at all the locks. This is in case Domenico tries coming around. Keep him out. Brilliant size room, and I do really like these tiles as well. Absolutely beautiful. And the windows here again, double glazed. Just needs some finishings. You can see where it's not completely finished. But this house, we've said to the owners, look, don't finish it, sell it as it is, give us the best price. That's the best way to do it. You can finish things then how you want. And out here, you've got so much. I can't wait to show you that. These radiators are a little bit older. These are the older iron types, but they do have the new pipework. This room is, I know you're going to shout at me because I've forgotten well, I haven't forgotten it, but it's not, it's a battery thing again. 1, 2, 3, this is 4.5, nearly 5 I would say, by 1, 2, nearly 4. Amazing, absolutely amazing. You'll notice today I haven't put my flip-flops on as well. I've put my normal shoes on, even though it's about 30 degrees Celsius. The sacrifices that I do for you is just unbelievable. Anyway, great size room, lovely high ceilings. Look how thick these walls are. I don't know if this is coming through. This is, I mean, just look. These are going to be 1 meter thick. So it's nice and cool in here. And these are stone, so you could do some revealing. Bit of revealing. We love a bit of revealing. Now these, I've put a sofa in here, but if you were using this as a separate unit, as I've said, then this would become a bedroom. So you'd have a huge double bedroom. You would have your bathroom through there, and you would have your kitchen, living, dining room through here, and access into all of that garden space. Have you got that in your head? Let's move on. I want to take you back outside because I just want to show you a little unit that's at the other side of this wall. Whether you could join the two together, not sure because of the vaultings, but I would have this as a little separate unit. Let me show you that. So obviously it has mains gas. It's just little things that need sinking into the walls and hiding better, or different pipe work, some nice copper pipe work, and like I said, some of the drain pipes finishing off. And here you'll see where there's originally there would have been tiles put on here. They've taken the tiles off for some reason, you know, but it needs possibly some sort of protection along here and along the low parts of the wall, some sort of stone or something like that. But this place is incredible. Beautiful stone surrounds around the window, these beautiful stone edgings, amazing. So this then again, beautiful doors that need something putting in here, needs finishing. And this is a big room. This is a huge room. What would you do in here? Before you think about what you would do in here, obviously wait till you see the rest of the video because there's loads of space. But I personally, maybe you're wanting to have a little B&B, something like that. You could easily put a double bed up against here and maybe look to get a bathroom. Here, they actually put a kitchen in this area. It's actually got tiles and it's got all the pipe work and things like that. So if we could get a sewer pipe to the outside, to the main source, you could have a bathroom in here. And you could have a bed up against here. You may even have enough room for a little kitchen as well if you wanted, just a little studio. This is easily maybe almost 5 meters by a good 4, maybe more. The widest point is probably 5 at the front here. And it's also got access through there into the garden again. Just needs finishing off again at the bottom of the new double glazed door. Needs finishing there. But again, all the electrics, they're all everything's brand new. Here they've just not finished connecting them up, but all the tubes are in to feed the electrics through. This is where they had a burst pipe somewhere in here, and there's a couple of areas, but they've sorted no, actually I think the burst pipe was at the front. I'll show you as we go upstairs. This is just because nobody lives here, and that's why they took this out of the top to allow some air in. But I think they did have a problem here that's been resolved. So this place is just amazing, absolutely amazing. Nice floors here as well, the same floors as we saw next door, the terracotta ones. This looks like these are the shutters for there, by the looks of it. I'm not sure what that other one is behind, but so that could be another bed, could be another little mini unit in there. Beautiful high ceilings. It's got to be 5 by 5 almost this, and these ceilings, you've got to be heading towards 3 meters. Great, absolutely amazing. I'm not going to shut that completely just in case we haven't got the keys or we've left them inside. Have you got that into your head? So you've got a little unit there. Everything has access to the garden. That's what I love as well. The little unit there, the bigger unit there, and then I just love the look. AD 1842. 1842. I don't know if that's when the whole thing was built or that's when they did these stones. I would say it's for the whole building. The stories that this place could tell you. Okay, so then obviously this is open, but as I mentioned before, you could close it to keep this as its own unit below. I love these stairs. They've kept the original wood. They just need cleaning up a little bit. But then they have these, they're like grips. But it works really well because they're a little bit misshaped. Just looks so authentic. Okay. So this place, if you do block it up from downstairs, I can hear you saying, well, Dave, how would you get into this apartment? Well, I'll show you now. And I'm not going to show you the apartment yet. Just as I've said that, now they started drilling. So you would actually come in, remember the gateway that I showed you before? So you come in through there, and at the end of here, which I'll show you better a little bit later in the video, you have a staircase that comes up and comes to this unit where we are, and then it carries on and goes to the top unit. That shows as well. All of this is that other house that I showed you earlier. That was a house, and then the garden beyond that, and beautiful views of Vittorito town. Keep watching the video, folks. Keep watching this one. Okay, so imagine this is the entrance to the main apartment, let's say. So you would come through the back, up here, and into your main entrance. I'm sure this guy's doing it just because he knows I'm videoing. So here, again, a wooden door. It does need rubbing down and staining again. Not sure if a wood panel was the right. You can actually change these panels. Not sure if wood was the right choice because the sun is really on it. But great doors, superb locks, a solid door. I'm going to leave this open for now. Hopefully the builder's not going to start too much. Again, beautiful vaulted ceilings. Now this I think belonged to two brothers. So this brother, I knew he'd start drilling. I knew it. I'm going to close the door. One brother did this apartment up for him. The other brother upstairs, the structure's done, but it's not as finished as this. Domenico's going to take you upstairs because you know that I suffer from vertigo, and there's no railings on the balconies. It sends me a little bit, so I'm sorry, I'll chicken out of that one. Beautiful vaulted ceilings. Again, a good 5 meters across. Easily. I'm going to do this first. This is the beautiful bathroom again. Huge bathroom, and it has the washing machine in there. Stunning bathroom. Not sure about this. Spoils it a little bit, but there you go. New radiator posts, and again all the double glazed. And it does have the shutters. Doesn't have the fly screens that would be fitted into here. So things like this need finishing off. You can see this polystyrene here, and this is because the back part of the house, where the sun is on quite a lot of the day, is protected against the heat. It has a capotto, as they call it here, which translates as a coat, and it's polystyrene. It's about this thick, you can see on there, to protect the heat from the heat and also from the cold. So this bathroom, so you've got where you would put your washing machine. This is 1, 2, 3 and a bit by the same. Brand new boiler. I don't think it's ever been used. Again, even the toilets and things have got the stickers still on some of these things. I'm so excited. This is let's have a look. Let's get in here. This is a 2-Dave shower. Yeah, definitely a 2-Dave shower. I'm more than comfortable in here. I don't know. Anyway, moving on. Internal doors, basic doors, but they're new. Everything's great. Then you would have, depending again how you're going to lay the whole place out, just remember how many potential bedrooms you would have here is just ridiculous. Here is set up as a single bed. Could easily be a double bed, obviously, push them both together. Or maybe you want to use it as a study or something like that. Not sure. Could be anything. Again, the great thing with these, because this is about 1, 2, 3.5, probably by a similar sort of thing. About, let me have a look. I can hear you shouting at me because I've not brought the measure. No, it's probably about 270, something like that. But they're really high ceilings. And again, great windows. And these have the shutters. They don't have the fly screens, but they are this PVC, which again has this wood effect. And here you've got the stone, the original stone surrounds, and you're starting to get some of the views that obviously you're going to see better on the top floor. This is looking down to the street at the front where we were, where the wine cantina is down there. The entrance to the wine cantina, just in case you're wondering, is at the other side, so you're not going to get loads of people sort of running up and down near the house. Okay, the radiators, again, these are the older radiators. There's new ones in here and wherever they've got the old original ones, because some people like these. They say that once the heat gets into these are iron, that these keep really warm. But it has got the new tubes. Moving through, again the windows, the same situation. This used to be connected to upstairs. So it used to have, if you want to turn it back into one big house, it used to go up there. But I like it all as separate units. Even when you've got guests coming, let everybody have their own thing. Now, I want to go into the kitchen from the other side because it's a bit more dramatic. Because I'm a very dramatic type of person. Well, this is where they had a problem as well. But obviously now they've sorted the problem out. There was a burst pipe. Everything's been sorted. But this also comes from, again, lack of maintenance. It's not going to do anything to the structure. Look how thick the walls are. Again, we're nearly at a metre. These are about probably 80. But when you're not looking after anything, look what happens. See the drain pipe? It just needs the drain pipe that is at the top, but it needs to come all the way down here. The holes are there. Just needs to be done. If not, you can see where it's going to gather and it's going to soak into the stone. It's obvious that's what's going to happen. So these are tiny problems, but they need to be resolved. This balcony does need finishing off with tiles, but I'll show you what they've done as part of the stairways, which is amazing. I'll show you that in a second. Okay, so coming back through here, we have to go down and up coming through this entrance rather than it all being one level coming from down there. But I just love this kitchen area. Look at this for rustic. I love how you can just see that fireplace. The original. I don't think it's usable anymore, but they've just got these candles and things. That's amazing. And look at this. What a beautiful space. Absolutely stunning space. And again, these tiles throughout. And again, double doors that lead onto this balcony where you can look over your kingdom. Love the features on this fireplace. They've kept the original stone, whatever it's made out of, the original bricks. Love it. And this is a great sized kitchen. The actual kitchen is quite small. And this is the kind of thing that you can buy from IKEA and places like that. I think this deserves more, this place. But again, at this price, it's just amazing. I love all these features as well. The vaulted features, but I do think this kitchen deserves more. And as much as I love that fireplace, no, you can't get rid of that. Maybe you'd carry the kitchen on a little bit there, or maybe you would carry it on and have some units here at this side. But this is a great space. Remember, all the electrics, everything is new. The plumbing, this has got the original radiator, but once again, the pipe works are new. And this kitchen is probably 1, 2, 3.5, maybe a little bit more, by 1, 2, 3, by almost 5. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Love this as well. That was obviously a window at some point, but I actually love that they've done that. And again, we've got this whatever system. This is all to do with letting people in. You've got obviously the key there, and this is where you talk to people. Amazing. So this is another unit. Then what you could do through here, if you're keeping this as an independent unit, this would be your living space, and you've got loads of living space outside. You'd have your guest bedroom through there, and you've got your bathroom at the end. And as it is at the moment, it is a bedroom at the end here, huge bedroom. But if you open this up and reconfigure upstairs, then this could be a huge living area. But let's see it as it is, as an independent unit, and look at this for a bedroom. Oh my word. Stunning. Absolutely stunning. And this, again, window, stone surround, great windows. And all of this is all to do with the strengthening. Everything's been done on this building. But I love that because it's like iron and it's got the bolts still in it. And but it's all to do with strengthening the whole thing. Towns like this, they've got huge huge amounts of money from the government, and that's where a lot of this has come from. This bedroom is amazing. But remember, this could be a bedroom or it could be a lounge. And what you could do if you wanted to, if you didn't want to extend to down to upstairs, then the unit downstairs that I said would be an independent kitchen, an independent bedroom with its own entrance. Can you remember? And everything goes out to the garden. What you could do is have this as your main living space. You can actually go down to your bedrooms and use that other kitchen as a big bedroom with access to the garden. And you've got a bathroom down there, and then you've got another bedroom which was downstairs, if you remember. That's am I losing you? Can you remember? Think about it. Imagine you sat at home thinking, what on earth is he talking about? Can you remember when I came up the stairs here? So to the left is a bathroom and a kitchen and everything else, but that could be a bathroom and a bedroom, and then a bedroom to the right if you wanted to, and then another bedroom up here. So you've got your 3 beds all on this, which means then this kitchen would be a kitchen diner and then a huge lounge diner. Would you do that? Would you do that? I think that would be better than having connecting up to upstairs and leave upstairs as a separate unit. Would you do that, or would you keep them all as separate units? Let me know. But this would make an amazing lounge. It makes an amazing bedroom. Let's do some measurements. 1, 2, 3, 4. Easily 5 meters by... Can't really get in here, but I've got a good... Have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4 plus what I couldn't get to. Easily another 5 meters. 5 by 5. This is absolutely stunning. Be tempted to have the bed up against that wall. Original radiator again, but again everything new, all the electrics, everything done, and this furniture is staying as well. Are you in love? I am. Then we have Juliet style balcony, so you'd need to finish it off with a Juliet. This then looks out onto the entrance that I mentioned before, where you could come in with a car. I'm going to show you all this later, and all of this is going to be moved before the sale. I'll show you all of this later. Look at the views up towards the old town. These are all the buildings that's going to be done up, so this is going to all look beautiful as well. Let's have a look out of each window. Again, this is what I mean about having the Juliet style. This is looking towards the winery, and the side of this beautiful building as well. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Right, then, what else am I going to show you? How am I going to order this? I will do now upstairs. Let me explain something as we go out here. So as I mentioned before, this does need to be sorted and tiles added. What they did is the person that owns this level, so all of this is yours by the way. Everything that you see here is all yours. I'm going to show you that when we go back onto the ground floor. But the stairs from down the bottom up to this level, this guy that owns this apartment that we've just filmed now, put all this beautiful marble. It's like a salmon pink and blacks, and see, I don't know if you can see it on here. This is probably better. So some of this is cut. I don't know where this is cut for. Possibly, maybe just to finish this off. But the person that owns upstairs, the brother that owns up. Apologies because I'm having to cut the camera off a little bit because of the heat. It doesn't seems to be making strange noises. So apologies if you hear me talking a little bit like that. I'll try and for not to. I can't get my words out now. Try for that not to happen by doing shorter videos. So this brother has not finished off his stairs, so that's to finish. And then this cement obviously looks quite industrial. Needs to be changed. But these steps are beautiful, absolutely beautiful, and they go all the way down to the ground. Look at the size of this place from here. It's just immense. Absolutely immense. Okay, so what's left to see? We have got a cantina down below. We've got all of this top floor to see. Then we've got this building here and all the garden area. Okay, time for Domenico to take over. He's going to show you the top apartment, which, as I've said before, you would get to by coming through here, along here, up these stairs, and in you go. I'll let Domenico take over.
Welcome, guys. I am Domenico. My city, Vittorito, the best. Ok, entriamo nell'altro appartamento. Abbiamo il bagno, questa è una camera matrimoniale, abbastanza spaziosa. Soggiorno. Allora, gli impianti elettrici sono tutti nuovi, sono da fissare le mostrine, mentre l'impianto di riscaldamento ci sono i tubi, ma mancano gli elementi radiator, correct? The kitchen. This wall is possible remove. In open space. Sorry, my English bad. Okay. The view. Fantastic view. This is the garden, the Petrantoni wine. This predisposition fireplace. Storage. Io ci vado in piedi, Dave e Tony no. Ok. Perfect.
Okay, so hopefully Domenico did a good job of showing you the upstairs apartment, which obviously is up there. I've changed my camera, so apologies if the quality looks different. It should actually look better, but I do like using the other camera when I'm doing properties. But there you go. We seem to be having problems, probably because of the heat. Anyway, I wanted to come in from this side to show you the garden areas. So remember that you can get to it down this side here and going to the right that I showed you first off in the video. Let's head in. Just a quick reminder as well, when I showed you the first apartment and I mentioned that you could come down to the bedrooms, this is what I meant. So you could have that, the one that was a bedroom that I said could be a huge lounge. So this middle apartment, you could connect and come downstairs to your bedrooms, which would mean then that this becomes a double bedroom. And then we have the bathroom at this side, if you remember. And then it would mean then that this kitchen also becomes a bedroom, and that would actually work really well as well. So if you needed one big house, I would connect this floor with the next floor up, and you still have that independent little one bedroom as well. Okay, let's go and have a look in the garden. I'm going to start from where you would potentially come in at this side. So this is where I mentioned that you would come in with your car. So let's start from here. So straight away on our right hand side, this is that little one bed that you remember, one of the first things that I videoed, that I said it could be a little mini apartment or just one bedroom and bathroom eventually you could put in there. This is where you start to see the size of it, size of the property here. Now, just to let you know, all of this building material will go. They will get rid of this, but nothing else is going to be finished. So this is all to finish, but again, the price is amazing. Now this is the house that I showed you at the beginning, which was originally a house, but this would make an amazing area to park vehicles. And this is at least 10 meters by probably 6 or 7. So you could easily get 4 cars, and maybe the council would allow you to put a wooden closure on this. Whether it could be back to a house again, I don't know. But I would think they would allow to put a wooden roof on there. But what amazing, how beautiful is that with the stone? Just imagine what all of this would look like finished. So these would be your parking areas, and then you go into your main garden area. And what I would do, personally, I'm going to give you a few of my ideas. I know you love that. Some people say, why do you give your ideas? We've got our own brains. Well, I just want to give my ideas, okay? So this I would have as an outdoor. I would have sort of a pergola maybe come in here and have this as an outdoor kitchen stroke dining area. So you can eat underneath a nice pergola, and then also have some nice outside space here with a table and chairs for maybe for the evening times when it's not so warm. Remember, this belongs to you as well. I'll show you the back of the house from down here shortly, from nearer to the garden. But I think all of this will be cleaned up to just be amazing. I'll show you that after the garden, so make sure you keep watching, because that is amazing. But you can see the size of this property. And yes, there are properties at the back, but they're beautiful properties as well that are being done up. But it doesn't interfere with you at all. So you'd have all your nice sort of dining areas, all that kind of thing, and then you would go out into your garden. I would definitely have a nice archway here and going out onto the garden, which at the moment is obviously brown. It needs to be nice green, but it's a walled garden. You saw that from the outside. Yes, there are houses there, but some nice planting a few little trees would block that out easy. You got this enormous overgrown fig tree that's here, but yeah, just a couple of other trees would just be beautiful there. And then you've got all of this space here. It's not an enormous garden, but it's plenty big enough, and it's flat. You don't see that very often. And I love the way this garden is walled, and I love how it's walled here. Then you go to your accommodation. I just think it's amazing. And look at the views up at the old town of Vittorito. So you're not overlooked at all. That is stunning, don't you think? That is stunning. And this garden goes round here. And a little dog here, being very quiet. Beautiful dog. Goes round here. Obviously you can see where other people are fenced off. I would need to double check on the documents, but I do think it is this as well, where it's a bit more overgrown. blocks. Obviously everybody else has got theirs fenced off. Doesn't include those buildings there, but it's plenty. Let's have a little walk around. It's great when people actually trim the land for us to be able to walk around. So I need to get the map of the land. Somebody else's property is up there, but theirs is fenced off. So all this garden area is yours. And keep some of these olive trees that's just disguising next door, that's got a nice outdoor area. But I just absolutely love this. Absolutely love it. And like I said, some of these houses here, plant a couple of trees, gone. That doesn't bother me at all. Not at all. Not when you look at all of this you've got. And I would plant to the right and have this area here where it's nicely hid beyond these olive trees and looking at that beautiful landscape above. Amazing. Stunning beyond belief. Okay, so let's see. Second to last thing, this is another unit with its own entrance. You would still obviously come through the main gates, but look at this property from here. The value for money here is immense, absolutely immense. And we did have this property for sale a while ago, but we only had the middle floor and part of the garden. Then it came off and then it came back on, and now they definitely want to sell. And they're selling the whole thing, and they gave us a great price. I'm sure you'll agree with that. And this is in great condition as well. To be completely restored inside. Well, let's have a look at that. And from here you can see that staircase that connects all the apartments up on the top floor. We'll look down in the cantina shortly. I'll let you into a secret. Domenico's going to do that as well. Not because I'm scared of bats or anything like that, even though there isn't any down there, but I don't trust. He told me there isn't, but I don't trust him. Anyway, I am a bit of a wimp. I'd rather be attacked by a bear than a bat. Anyway, moving on. So this could be something amazing. Just look at this. What would you do in here? And I'm going to tell you what I would do. Because this again is a good, probably 9 meters by maybe 1, 2, maybe 4. But I would, if you wanted to use it, it could just be open out. You could have it as a studio, whatever you wanted. If you wanted to spend the money, then you could have a floating floor put in from maybe halfway. So this first half would be a lounge, dining area. Second half, underneath the floating floor, you could have a kitchen against the back wall and a bathroom put in somewhere. And then you could have some stairs, maybe going up this side or maybe going up the other side, onto a floating floor, and have having a bedroom up here. Because there are the windows and everything else there. Could you imagine that? Or maybe you just use it as storage. I don't know. How much stuff do you get with this house? It's just immense, isn't it? It's absolutely mind-blowing. Brilliant location. Everything's just amazing. Oh, I'm getting far too excited. Far too excited. Okay. You ready to have a look down in the cellar area? Let's have a look at that, and then we will do final thoughts.
Okay guys, this is the cellar. Sempre io che faccio le riprese perché Dave ha paura dei pipistrelli. Beautiful stone. Ok. Bye bye!
So final thoughts on this one. I'm starting again from outside. I'm not going to run around the whole building again because it's too hot. Hope you don't mind. It's just amazing. It's just absolutely incredible. The amount of space on offer is amazing. I just want to use this final thoughts more just to remind you about Vittorito. Fantastic area. Very, very popular. Beautiful small town with the facilities, but it also has a bus service. It also is very close to Raiano, close to Popoli. It's just a great location, and this property has a huge amount of potential. I love places like this. Get the builders on board here in Vittorito and finish this place off. But the great thing is it's here and ready to use straight away. You could have the small unit, this unit, this unit, this unit upstairs, so you could have 4 units in here if you wanted to. Or you could connect these two together and then have a separate unit up there and a separate unit to the right. There's so many options. The outside space would just be incredible. I am so excited for somebody. I really am so excited for somebody. And then to have, sorry, it's not 4 units, it's 5 because you've got this as well. I'm forgetting about this. Then all of this space and this beautiful, stunning garden. I'm a little bit lost for words, to be honest with you. We do find you some amazing places, and even though this one was on the market a while ago, it was only part of it, and now it's going to be sold as the whole thing at an amazing price. I just love it. Absolutely love it. Thank you so much for your support as usual. Thank you for watching the video, sticking with me all this time. I really appreciate it. And don't forget, if you're interested in a remote purchase, then please send an email to info@homeinitaly.com, because that's the only way we deal with inquiries. That way then we can keep an eye on who emailed first and go from there. From an amazing property in beautiful Vittorito, my final message to you is, whatever you're doing, stop, send an email, and do not miss this one.